Hello, video gamers, so welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. That was kind of a cesspool of words I just said there, but anyway, here we are, Yu-Gi-Oh! We've done Pokemon, we've done Spider-Man, we've done a Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which is all the Marvels. Now we're tackling another passion of mine, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, this is one of the games that is more on the dislike side. It's a GBA game. One of the only ones that I played, well, that's not true. I've played most of the GBA Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, but this one I played the most. And this is a game that is highly disliked by most people because of how far it strays from, what's the word? I guess normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling, or Duel Monsters or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and write my name out. Skrull. I don't believe I can fit Super Skrull. I can never fit Super Skrull anywhere, so I always just go with Skrull, and that's wrong. Let's see. One thing I didn't learn at Skrull Academy was how to spell, so forgive me, I guess. So here's our character here, Orange Hat Boy. Oh, and we have Yugi and Joey here. I probably won't be reading all the text. There's quite a bit of text that pops up in the game. I'll let you read it yourself if you need to. I'll sort of just skim over it there. Having made my deck. It took Joey all night to make his. Did I make a good deck? I mean, I didn't, but my character with the orange hat did. Yeah, you bet. Okay, let's get going. Don't want to be late. So basically, this follows the Season 2 from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Original series, which is basically the Battle City Tournament. Kaiba's Battle City Tournament. So they've basically taken the world and interjected us, this orange-haired character, into that world, and we're the main character rather than Yugi. So we sort of shunned him and said, hey, look at me. So now Kaiba's here. So welcome to Battle City. Let me explain the tournament rules. So his rules are basically more like suggestions or guidelines, if you will, or rather just things that people ignore completely because no one in this game follows his rules. Yeah, so this one was one of those rules right there, locator cards. Not everyone has locator cards. Only specific main characters from the show that you duel, which are also story characters you have to duel, have locator cards. 9 a.m. sharp, okay. Another thing that was wrong is this first rule he said, or second rule rather, is when you win, they have to give over a rare card. That is not true. You can completely say, nah, I'm not giving you anything, and you don't have to give me anything. It just as easily you could say, I'm going to give you a weak card, so you put up a weak card as well. Sure. I actually don't know what they were saying. I was talking, so I wasn't really reading it. But if you got, I'm pretty sure I know what they were saying anyway. They're like, hey, let's try our best, and be like, hey, let's get there together. Kind of nonsense. Also, another thing I want to tell you about is I need to apologize in advance if I can't keep this Let's Play PG or kid friendly. There's a lot of bullshit that happens in this game that gets me real hot and bothered. Not just me, a lot of people who play this game. Because of the way the dueling is different, which I will explain how when I get into my first duel. Yeah, there's some right bullshit that happens. So I apologize because there probably will be a lot of cussing in this eventually. So we go ahead and talk to these people. What you actually have to do is you can't just talk to them. By the way, you'll know who to talk to because they're not moving in their main characters. Like, you'll know them from the show. So Yugi's here. You actually have to challenge them to a duel, and they'll say it's not 9 o'clock yet. We can't duel, and then he'll get going, and then he'll leave. And then I don't know if Rex is one of the people you need to talk to because he is moving, but you should just talk to him anyway. Rex, can you come back here? There. I think he's one of the people you need to talk to. It seems like he is anyway because he does say not yet. But yes, we have Bones over here. Bones with a Z, mind you. I'm Canadian, so I say Z. If you want to say Z, go ahead. Weevil Underwood. Sorry, I like doing that. I probably do that a lot too, because once we do Weevil, you'll see he says that every turn. Also, you'll know you did something right because you hear that jingle. Here's Mako Tsunami. You listen to there. Yeah, you get that little kind of thing. Up here is Tristan, and this is the house we came out of. If you don't remember, if you talk to the computer, hit A right in front of it, you can save the game. Tristan is like a weakling that you can sort of just duel for practice if you need to. And here's Mai. I believe Mai is the last person we need to talk to. Slow down, baby. You'll take it, blah, blah, blah. And she'll leave. And what you actually need to do is walk into this frame again to get the battle started. So you have to walk out and walk back in. Oh, no, I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? Oh, no. You have to walk out and walk back in again, I guess. So hey, everyone will walk in and be like, hey, it's starting. Everyone needs to come to the city, to the center of the city, rather, so they can say, let's go, because they weren't already somewhere within, I don't know, within the city that they can actually be challenged as a duelist. It's about time. Sorry. I won't be doing voices for most people. I'm not really that kind of person that reads everything in different voices. But Weevils? Yeah. Oh, you walked through 2 people there, Kai, but you clearly are the master of dueling, or rather the duel king. And that's that. So now we, also you can hold B and run. It's not like Pokemon where you walk really slow and then you run decently. You walk really fast and then you run really fast. Come down here. This is Yugi's game shop, or Yugi's grandfather's game shop rather. Surprisingly though, he'll just tell you how you save the game. He won't actually sell you cards. You don't buy the cards here. There's an overworld map. If you exit out here, you can go see the map. So there's Clock Tower Square, Card Shop, and Art. And you can't do anything in Art right now. It's blocked other than Bakura's here. But we won't duel him yet. You can duel him, mind you, in the Card Shop, which is where you come to buy cards. So as you can see, there's no cards here yet, clearly, because we probably haven't done anything yet, which is why there's nothing there. But there will be soon enough. And the cards that show up there are actually randomly generated, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So let's get into a first duel here. If you don't know, to activate a duel, or to start a duel, initiate a duel rather, is I guess how you say it, you hit R, I believe? Yeah, R. Oh, before we do that, let's take a look at our deck. So we go to status here, so we can see name Skrull, deck capacity 1600. We have 1 locator card out of 6. We have 500 domino as the money, and we have a duelist level of 72. So we have nothing much right now. Deck capacity is basically, the duelist level tells you what cards you're allowed to put in your deck. Like the cost or whatever for the card has to be lower than or equal to your duelist level if you want to put it in your deck. And your deck capacity tells you, there's basically each card, if we take a look in this menu here, this is what we have in our trunk. If I change the thing there, you can see cost there. That's how much it costs out of the deck capacity to put in your deck. And so you're not allowed to go over 40 cards or your deck capacity when you're making a deck. So you already have a deck made for you at the beginning. It's really weak. But so is everyone else in this game, so you don't, if you take a look at the cards and you be like, oh, these cards are crap, oh my god, don't worry about it, because everyone is crap. So let's get into our first duel so I can show that off right now. No one's up here, right? No. Okay, I guess let's start with this nub over here. It's hopeless, all my rare cards are gone from my losses. I saw this kid Espa something back there, he demolished me. He's just a little kid, but ruthlessly tough. Okay, so Espa is from a guy from an anime. We can't do anything with him, I guess. Okay, let's have a match. Okay, this girl we can duel. So right here when you start a duel, you get basically, you choose an ante, and the higher the cost of the card you put up as an ante, the better cards you'll get if you win. Saying that though, if you lose, you'll lose that card. So I'm gonna actually arrange this in terms of cost, and put the most expensive card that I have that isn't in the deck as an ante. So this is the Duel Field. A lot of things that are different about this game is attack and defense do matter, like normal dueling, but at the same time they don't, because if you take a look at the card next to the attack and defense down at the bottom of the screen, you can see this guy is a water type, this guy's a water type, this guy's a dark type, this guy's a fire type. That has more to do with who wins in a battle than the attack and defense. Say, so this is an 800 monster. Say this monster had 1,000 defense. When I attack it, I should lose 200 life points. But if it was a type that water is strong against, or an attribute rather, that water is strong against, then the monster would be destroyed and there'd be no damage whatsoever for either of us. That's one thing different about this game, is that attack doesn't matter. That's one thing that pisses people off as well. Because... So that's Magician of Faith, so that nothing happens there, and we attack directly, and that's pretty... So it works normally. I'm going to assume you guys know how to duel. So we're gonna... It functions mostly as a normal dueling or Yu-Gi-Oh game, but then you get to the point where yeah, as you see there, that has 300 attack, and Little Chimera, yeah, had 600, but it still beat me, and there's no damage because it's a forest type, and my Little Chimera is a wind type, I think. I think Little Chimera is a wind type, and Forest is strong against wind. And so because of that, it doesn't matter that he's weaker, he automatically kills it. And it doesn't matter if my monster had 5,000 attack and 5,000 defense. If he had this 350 attack monster, and it's a better attribute than mine, it'll destroy mine. And that's the end of that. Luckily, I have a fire here, and the fire will actually destroy Forest. I forgot to attack the other monsters, I'm dumb. And then he came up with a water type, which is strong against fire, and he's able to destroy mine. So this monster right here, a lot of cards, normally you'd think, like, oh, 1,500, you could just summon that. But in this game, anything over 1,000 at the beginning, you have to sacrifice to play, pretty much. So I'm not going to sacrifice anything just yet. I'm going to play this guy. I'm going to attack. So that's one thing that people get really mad about, is that you could have, like, the ridiculous, most powerful monsters in the game on the field. I'm just going to discard that because it's useless. And it wouldn't matter because attributes could kill you. And the attributes are actually kind of, they're not necessarily hard to remember, they're just a bit weird, and it does get really annoying when that happens. Because you'll put so much effort into playing a really strong monster, and then it'll just be worth shit all because they had a better attribute than you. And that's the end of the first battle. The opponent's out of life points, duel victory. So our deck capacity increases at the end of each duel. This was a random nobody, so we only get a deck capacity increase of 5, but if we do something that's important, we'll get like 10 or 20 or maybe even 30 if it's a very important story character. Then we get 98 Domino, which is basically nothing, and we also get a card, Baron of the Fiend's Sword. So as you can see, it says right here, there's no description of this, it says your duelist level is below the cost. So the cost is 195, my duelist level was 72 last I checked, so I can't play this. As you can see though, it's a type. The type is Fiend and the summon is Dark. So what that means is it's a Dark attribute. And so anything that's strong against Dark will be able to destroy it, and anything that Dark is strong against, it'll be able to destroy. And that's the summon is the characteristic or quality that makes it strong or weak against other attributes. So we beat her. I guess we can keep going and maybe duel one more person. Duels are pretty fast-paced. Okay, let's duel someone that's kind of like important to the story. Let's do Rex. What, you want to challenge me at your Wimpy level? I don't have time. Okay. Maybe, I think you need to... Let's see my status. So, duelist level is now 73, and deck capacity is now 1605. I think we need to battle somebody significant and win for him to want to duel us. So, right now, if we go back here, nothing will happen, but there's 3 people here. They all have the exact same decks. You can only challenge one of them, and this is a mandatory fight you have to do, so challenge one of them, and that'll get on with the story. So I'm going to challenge this guy because I like his hair the best. That's a weird way of putting it. That's a weird way of choosing, but yeah. Oh yeah, did I tell you that whoever gets to go first is completely random? I think it is. So all they have the same deck, and these guys, I believe, will have mostly Fiends. And Fiend is weak to Light, and as you can see, I have a 0 attack Light monster. But if I attack with that, and it's a Fiend, I'll destroy it either way. And so he'll put that in defense mode, and he won't be able to fight me because he has another Fiend monster that he can't play. So here's Doron. This card is amazing because its effect actually allows you to clone itself. So what happens is you can either attack, you can tribute, you can defend, switch it to defense mode, or you can use the effect, and that's the one move you have for that turn. So because I used his effect, I can't attack with him. But that's how that works. Put this guy out, attack with the Unhappy Maiden. And then we can attack directly with these. So you can do defend, or attack. You can only do one though, like I just said. So that's pretty much how these work. At the beginning, the duels will be very, very easy. Later on, it actually does get pretty challenging because you won't be able to play or put really good cards in your deck because of the deck capacity limits. Well, you won't be able to put amazing cards in your deck because of the deck capacity limits. You'll have some good cards and some bad cards. You'll have to live with that, and it gets pretty bad later on in the game. But we'll leave that for then. I want to put on screen all the I'm not going to bother with anything. I'm just going to keep attacking. I think he'll be done this turn. I want to put on the screen all the attribute weaknesses and strengths, but I think I'll wait till later on for that. Or maybe I should do that at the end of this episode. So we got 240 domino, not much. We've got Crass Clown. Our duelist level is pretty much too low to put anything that we win at this point in the game in our deck. So we don't have to worry about that just yet. And I believe that's all you have to do. I believe yeah. Okay, yeah, that's all you have to do. You only have to do one of them, and then Bones will appear up here, and then he's a main character that you have to face, and it's mandatory. I'm not sure if you can do the other people, though. That's the thing. Should I try? No, you only do one, and then they tell you to go challenge Mr. Bones. So, let's challenge him, and we'll call and then this will be the end of the episode, probably. So, hi. Is it hi, or is it hee? You want to deal with me? Never turn down anyone's challenge. You look weak enough, too. But on one condition, we duel for located cards. Your located card is good as mine. Hee. So this is one of the mandatory ones I tell you because this one is for keeps, basically, with located cards. So he'll play Fiends, so nothing I have will be that good against him. I guess I can go for oh crap. Damn it. His defense was stronger than mine, so I lost life points there. Fire. What does he have? Fiend. I just told you that. Why would I? Okay, yeah. So we actually have to wait until yeah, he's gonna put them all in defense because he can't finish me off. One thing I need to tell you though, the AA is really bad. If you put a card into defense, it doesn't matter what card it is. It doesn't matter if you sacrifice 3 cards to play it, like an Egyptian God card or something, and you play it in defense mode. The AI will attack it no matter what. So it's a good tactic if you want to bait cards into going into attack mode. And that's basically how that works. If you don't know what happened there, if cards have the exact same attack, then they'll kill each other. So I baited this guy into going into attack mode, so now I can destroy him because he has weaker attack than he does defense. And I'll attack that. And I'll attack that. Okay, so the AI is really bad on that front. So this card right here is Witch's Apprentice. It only has 500 attack, but if I use its effect, it'll actually boost dark type cards on the field and lower and the light monsters. Yeah. But we can't obviously attack with it because we just used the effect, which is okay with me. Okay, so we can sacrifice to play these cards. I suppose we can do that. I'll put you in defense mode just for the fun of it, to bait them into attacking it. There's no point, that's just me being a dick at this point, but that's alright. So let's see, he attacked and he lost a bunch of life points. Even though I sacrificed to play that card, he still didn't think of it as a threat. So I can just play you. Can beat him. But 50. I don't think I'll finish him off this turn, but next turn. Oh no, maybe I'll finish him off this turn. Oh yeah, I totally will. He's done. Okay. And that was that. Bones User got wrecked, and I didn't even have to break a sweat. And nothing annoying happened. So now we can see we got deck capacity of 30, which is a lot higher. We got 500 Domino, which is also a lot higher. And we got Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. Now it doesn't matter what you anteed for this, because as long as you did put an ante, then you'll get this card. Like, you'll always get it. But our duelist level is still too low to play it. It's also a very good card to have early game, because the cost is pretty low compared to other ones. 86 is not that high. And then we got a locate card. And that's that. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of this Let's Play. I'm definitely going to bring you more as fast as I can. By that I mean probably the next day you'll see an episode up. Unless I'm alternating thing again I'm doing with more Let's Plays going on. Anyway, we'll end off in the middle here, the clock tower square. I don't remember what it's called. Let's look at it. Hold on. Yeah, clock tower squares. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.